Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this video and share some revelations that God has given me about myself and some of my struggles that I have with weight loss and achieving my goals and things like that. I know that I struggle because I know I have a word to speak that may help other people that are also struggling. I just feel that whatever it is that we go through is not just for ourselves. It's to help awaken us so that we can help awaken other people and help them manifest the things that they were called to manifest here on this earth. Because I feel that we were all created with a plan and a purpose. None of us were put here on accident. None of us are a mistake. Everybody has purpose in this world, and so I wanted to share some of the things that I discovered about myself. I can't always articulate with my blogs and my Facebook page the things that are deep within me, and so I felt that in a video I would be able to articulate those things better. So I'm just going to speak from the heart, and some of you may not understand in your head, but I know that in your spirit you may receive some of the words that I have to say, and so I'm going to go ahead and just say them without holding back. I have to be sincere and pure about the things that I bring forth. And so anyways, I wrote today about how I was a child and I experienced a lot of abuse in my home. I was physically abused. My mother was physically abused. And it left a lot of emotional scars with me because, we all know that even though the abuse is physical, we harbor a lot of the emotions, a lot of the pain, the fears, insecurities, doubts, all that pain and emotion, we harbor it within. It damages us inside. And I know that I've carried that for many years. And it hit me this morning when I read a text that another follower had sent me, and it really opened up something within me, because how many of us have been on diets, have tried different diet plans, have had personal trainers, have tried different videos and stuff, workout videos, have tried diet pills, all kinds of stuff. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars a year individually. The health and wellness industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's driven a lot by the ego. Many of us are on a mission to lose weight, to feel good about ourselves, to feel good in our own skin, to look better, to feel better, to be healthy. A lot of us have good intentions. I'm not saying that looking good is not a good intention, but we have to ask ourselves, where is that desire coming from? Is it from a lack of knowing yourself? Is it from a lack of self-esteem, a lack of confidence? Because if you build your confidence up in things that are natural and things that will always change, even if you do reach your goals, even if you, lose all of the weight that you're trying to lose and you look really good, have you really healed those issues emotionally that cause you to become overweight, that cause you to become out of control? Have you addressed all those feelings? Because if you haven't, for one, you're not going to be happy. Secondly, you're probably going to add that weight back on because you haven't addressed all the issues. And so I think that it's imperative to be honest with yourself, to address all the issues that are within you, and to be a complete vessel that God can use, not just one that's physically fit, but one that's emotionally and spiritually fit. And so I know that for myself. I've tried different workout programs. I've done really well with eating properly and all of that stuff. And there's so much out there. There's so much science out there saying you should eat this, you should try this diet, you shouldn't eat carbs. you shouldn't eat meat, you should avoid gluten, you should avoid sugars. There's all this information. It becomes so overwhelming to most of us that we get discouraged, and we give up. We try and we have some success, like I have. I've had a 65-pound weight loss, and I'm still on a mission to lose another 35 pounds so that I can lose a complete 100 pounds. And not because the number 100 really means that much. It's just my personal goal. I know there's a spiritual meaning to it, but I don't want to get all into that. But I do want to reach a certain goal, and but I don't want it to be superficial. For years it's been superficial. For years I've just wanted to look and feel good, to have more confidence, and to say, hey, I feel that sometimes because I'm a personal trainer. People have certain expectations on what I should look like, and they feel that if I don't look that way, that I can't deliver results to them. Little do they know that, I've had my own struggles, and I've had my own weight loss success. And although I may be having a little bit more difficult time achieving my ultimate goals and shedding these other 35 pounds, there's much more that I have to offer than just this physical body. But I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure to measure up to what people think a personal trainer should look like. And I got caught up in that. I got caught up in the ideals of what other people expect from me. And I became really depressed, upset. How can I say it? I don't know. I guess I kind of lost the wind beneath my wings, if you would like to put it that way. My inspiration, because I started to focus too much on the natural things. And so I had to get back to the truth. I had to get back to the main reason why I decided to get into this industry in the first place. And it was because I had to learn how to honor and respect my body. And those of you that follow my Temple Fitness page, you understand my mission, and you understand my passion and what it is that I desire to bring to other people. So if you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. It's Temple of God Fitness. It's a Facebook page that is solely dedicated to the spirituality behind weight loss. It's dedicated to the body, mind, and spirit. It addresses fitness, nutrition, and faith. And I encourage you to go check that out. If that's not your thing, that's cool. It's not religiously based. It's all just spiritual. It's I do quote a lot of my scriptures that I was brought up in, because I know how they've affected my life, and I also want to bring the power behind those words. It's not just about words. There's power and life behind those words. It's not just about religion. It's about the life and the spirit behind the religion. And so I encourage you, even if you're not a Christian, to go and check that out. I don't just quote scriptures. There's other inspirational stuff on there. There's facts about nutrition. So anyways, go check that out. I'll put a link in the description box below this video. So basically this morning, what I was thinking about was how, for so many years I was physically abused, and then my mother and father weren't really the nurturing parents that most children desire to have. I was often left feeling like I was not loved. I was being replaced by other things, without getting too much into the personal lives of my parents. They just had other things that were occupying their time, and I felt that I was second to that, and that I wasn't good enough, because if I was good enough, then they would have spent that time on me. And so I think that within me, I've harbored those feelings for so long. I endured physical abuse by my stepfather. I remember as a child living in such fear, because I didn't know if he was going to kill us, if he was going to hurt me. I always lived in fear. I always walked on eggshells. I was afraid to make any noise. I was afraid to be who I was, because who I was might upset you and you might hurt me. And I remember hiding under my bed as a little girl, because he was, my stepdad was having one of his rampages and was hurting my mom, and I was afraid, and so I hid under my bed because I didn't want to be hurt, and I just remember that fear settling within me, and that fear never disappears until you address it, because what happens is, if you continue to have that fear within you, then you continue to draw. It's like a magnet. Whatever's within you, if you feel that fear, often makes you feel like you're under attack, and you often feel like the world is constantly attacking you. You always feel the need to want to hide and protect yourself. And so that's what happened to me. Instead of dealing with that, I just hid it within myself, and I started to attract all those things into my life that continue to make me feel those feelings, that continue to make me live in fear. And what happens is, as you begin to evolve and you begin to grow, and tap into things that are spiritual, God begins to put certain things in your life for a reason, in order to draw out these issues in your life, so that you can awaken to who you really are. Because even though I was being abused as a child, I was still a child of God, and I still had all of the truths, all of the purpose, and I had the calling on my life and all these things. And so God used those things that could have destroyed me, that maybe were meant to destroy me, and he turned them around for his good. And he used the pain to become now my passion. Because what I have learned, that for so many years I've been on autopilot. I've been just trying to survive, trying to make it, trying to still hide myself from life, hide myself from people, hide myself from the world, because I'm afraid of being hurt. I'm afraid of being disappointed. I'm afraid of being rejected. I'm afraid of being embarrassed. I'm afraid of all these things. And that little girl's still hiding under that bed. And God showed me that today. He's like, you're still hiding. The reason why I struggle with success, okay, whether it be life success, weight loss success, the reason why I struggle to succeed at my goals is because I don't want to draw attention to myself. I don't want to put myself out there, attempt something, can't do it, and then become disappointed in myself. I don't want to look attractive and be beautiful in that, because I know that as you take care of yourself, you're more appealing to people. There's a beauty about someone that's confident about themselves, that, not to say that I'm not beautiful now, but, I don't want to draw that attention to myself when I'm, fit and wearing this, clothes that's a little more revealing now, because I've always hid under this big loose clothes. I don't want people to see me. There are moments when, I feel beautiful, and yeah, I like the stairs because they make you feel good. But then there's other days when, I'm hiding. I just want to hide. I want to hide from the attention. And a lot of it comes from the things that I've endured as a child. I don't want to draw attention. I'm constantly trying to hide from the attention. I hide behind the loose clothes. I hide behind the computer. I hide behind, I hide behind the pain. I hide behind the insecurities, the fat, all of the things that, keep me from fully living and fully being who God created me to be. And I can't live that way anymore, because what's going to happen to me is I can't glorify God like that. I can't honor God like that, because I can't do all the things that He's called me to do and manifest His glory on this earth until I have fully evolved from who I was into who I was always meant to be. And so I know that some of you may not understand how your emotions have affected you with your weight loss. I know that Some of you may not even know that you have these deep-rooted emotional issues, but I just challenge you to be open, because I guess I did seek the truth. I did ask. I've been asking God, what is holding me back? What's holding me back from achieving my goals? What's holding me back from losing this weight? What's holding me back from being consistent? What's holding me back from going out there and really going for the things that I believe in? You know, another thing is, sometimes there's other people who are living in that fear. And, you know, you may be all gung-ho about your dreams, and then here comes this other person who maybe attempted that or is too afraid to attempt that, and they come and they tell you their opinion about stuff, and we allow their perceptions, their fears to put a black cloud over our dreams and to keep us from fulfilling our dreams, because we think, oh my God, if I try it, then I'm going to end up like them, and then I'm just going to be disappointed and a failure. And I don't want to be a failure, and nobody wants to be a failure. But you're never a failure, because God has already called you. He's already created you to fulfill a certain plan and purpose, and you will get there, and you will succeed, and you will become everything that you were called to become as you evolve into the person that you were created to be. All the things that come with that are going to happen in your life. And so I just challenge you guys to really be sincere with yourselves. Some of you may not understand how, you know, like I said before, how your emotions are affecting you, but they are affecting you. Don't measure yourself up to anybody else. If someone else has achieved weight loss, great. You know it's possible because you've seen it. You've seen how their faith created a transformation within them. And you can also achieve that. But you don't know the internal struggles that they had. And you don't know what they continue to deal with inside. You don't know the total package of that. So while it's great to be inspired by someone else, don't ever measure yourself and say, don't ever say, oh, that person achieved that, I haven't, so I'm a failure, and I'm not even going to try. Because as a man thinks, so is he. So if you continue to think that you're a failure, then you're going to fail at every attempt that you make. You have to believe that you have the power within you to overcome and to fulfill the call that God has placed on your life, and to fulfill all your dreams and all your aspirations, because those things within you, they were placed within you for a reason. Those are the things that fuel you and move you and have you pursue things with passion. Those desires you have within yourself, they're not just about you. They're about you becoming and evolving into who you've been called to be. So don't shut them up. Don't continue to, shut them up behind fear and insecurities and doubts and all that. Deal with those emotions and stop burying them beneath the food. Stop burying them beneath the large clothes, and stop burying them beneath the depression and all of that stuff. Let them come up. Deal with those feelings that you're feeling. Address those issues. If you have to talk to people that have hurt you and make peace with them, then do it. But most of all, make peace with yourself and with God, because this is a process, and you must be kind to yourself. You must move in a positive direction in order to receive positive transformations and results. And so I just want to leave you guys with that. I hope that this video, you find it encouraging, inspirational, and that you're able to move forward with power and determination. I'm always here for you guys. You ever need me, email me, message me, whatever it is, I'm here for you. I pray that you guys find peace along this journey and continue to walk in the power that God has given you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.